3 weeks ago, we covered the beginning of Project Waking Titan, the brand new No Man's Sky ARG. However, this week marked the ending of an era. That's right, Waking Titan has concluded. So, just a warning, if you're unaware of Waking Titan, we're going to pick up exactly where we left off. So, if you haven't seen a single thing, stop the video, go watch the Waking Titan coverage that the Nerf Report did 3 weeks ago, come back and pick it back up here, because then it would all make sense. But for those of you that have already seen it, let's get started. Phase 2 of Waking Titan started on July 21st when Project-WT.com was updated with a brand new alert saying calibration process occurring. On July 22nd, players who signed up for the Citizen Scientist Division received emails, and the emails contained a link to a brand new website called Boot Sector. In order to access the website, players had to decode their unique Citizen Scientist ID code using a cipher wheel that was included on the email. As more and more players entered in their decoded ID codes, we got fragments of the following image. The fragmented image was a notebook page that read, "Don't forget Atlas, then Citizen Scientist Division. List Wake status, ship Hibernate Seed. Who is Atlas? Need loading time. Datasets 316A114 Atlas, 316-1 430 ETARC, 117-4-746 Myriad, 1176-5-1922-Inverse, 502-A-3098 Atlas, -7, 5020-9-13138 Myriad, 31296-2-18158-Inverse, Loop 16 hibernating as of July 5th. Members of the Waking Titan ARG determined that there was a pattern and the question mark was a missing portion of the formula. So once they figured out the pattern, they were able to deduce that the question mark was actually supposed to read 5020-7-8118 period ETARC. Later on July 21st, the Waking Titan terminal was updated with a brand new interactive terminal format. Players could enter in commands and they would receive a variety of responses from the computers. Players could literally type in anything. Hello, Sean Murray. I love the Nerf Report. Bryant is so sexy, but when players typed in Start Atlas, it replied back with a message saying Starting Systems. Integrity check in progress, done. Validating configuration file, done. Searching for updates, no update found. Welcome to Atlas, 0.16 alpha. Using the command of wake loop 16 revealed the following message. Loop 16 resuming, please wait. Reading seed, done. Memory refresh, done. Rising and shining, done. Loop 16 is ready. Hello, user. Responding back by saying, hello, Loop 16, resulted in the response of the computer saying, hello to you too. Wake up process complete. New commands available. Warning, calibration required before proceeding. Preparing calibration instructions. On July 23rd, players received another email from Waking Titan, this time with the subject line saying, calibrations instructions, action required. The email read, during the boot sequence, we discovered an incomplete dataset. We'd like to take on the task of reviewing the relevant information and completing ongoing processes. The message was followed by a link that led to 4 veneer ciphers that players had to decode using their cipher wheels. Solving the first 3 ciphers revealed Corvex, Veccan, and Geek, which are the 3 races inside of the No Man's Sky lore. However, the 4th revealed the following message. Incoming transmission, source unknown. You are not alone. Please identify yourself. I'm race 4th, ID Mercury. Thus revealing that we are looking at a 4th race in the upcoming No Man's Sky update. The email that arrived on July 23rd also included a message that read, in order to proceed, we'd like you to do something somewhat more complex. Calibrating the simulation process you've started at wakingtitan.com. This is, again, a collaborative task. Consider it getting to know you mission. The computer is getting to know you as a community. Participating is simple. To begin with, we need you to take and upload photographs of public resonant percussion instruments in your locality. Church bells, wind chimes, for example. We'll also need you to answer a few simple questions about the experience of taking the photograph. Following this message, Waking Titan was updated to a brand new map that included an upload format where you can actually take a photo from your city and upload it onto the map, and then it would ping a kind of a little dot showing that, hey, there's been something uploaded in this area. The goal of the experiment was to complete 40 cities spanning across 8 separate time zones. On July 25th, the map on WakingTitan.com was updated with the following glyph in the background. The glyph revealed the Chinese character for dream in the center of the map. Around the same time, a 6th glyph appeared, and upon clicking it, it unlocked a PDF with a message from Major Sophie Dubois to Elizabeth Layton. The glyph also had an image of a butterfly knot in the background, combining the words butterfly and dream, creating the word butterfly dream, linked to the Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi. And if you took the name Zhuangzi, put it in the password field on WakingTitan.com, password granted. Later on July 21st, the following image was uploaded to Wiki Game Detectives, and it seemed to reveal concept art for the 4th race of No Man's Sky. On July 29th, a 7th glyph appeared on WakingTitan.com, alongside another PDF. The 7th glyph seemed to feature latitude and longitude coordinates, and upon entering these into the map, it revealed that there were locations inside of New York City. On the bottom of the PDF, a code 1DCCAB4 was revealed, which players assumed needed to be decoded by the cipher, but unfortunately the cipher wheel needed to know which directions to actually turn, which no one knew at the time, until the frickin' geniuses of the Waking Titan ARG figured out the problem. They took the actual coordinates included with the cipher and they put it into a map of New York City, and they deduced that if you had to go from point A to point B, you went left, right, giving you the final formula of 5 right, 2 left, 10 right, 1 right, 12 left, 1 right, and 7 left. Upon using that cipher formula to decode the 1DCCAB4, it gave us the word of Cafe 888. And of course, Cafe 888 was the password needed to unlock the 8th glyph. Later on July 29th, a new email was sent out with a brand new mission. The email contained survey results from the previous email, along with the password that was needed to decode the Azure Voyage site. Entering the code revealed the following message. Date, July 29th. Time, 16 hours and 15 minutes. Protocol, use passcode Atlas. Wear a bright color and hold a black book in your hand. So what people deduced from this is that there was actually going to be a New York City meetup. Well, where are we going to meet in New York City, and how did you get the term New York City? Well, there is this little thing called the Atlas statue. Atlas and the Atlas statue were linked, so everybody on July 29th met up at the Atlas statue, and guess what happened? Well, they had a public No Man's Sky live event that I missed out on because I live in Austin, Texas. Project Waking Titan's Twitch channel streamed the live event. The puzzles in the room consisted of a briefcase with 6 tumblers, a piece of paper with 5 constellations. The constellations were Pictor, Rectilium, Indus, Musca, and Equilus. Putting the constellations in order revealed the word of prime, and the smallest 6-digit prime number is 100,003, which turned out that that was the exact 6-digit code we needed to open the briefcase, and inside the briefcase was the following memo. Subject Loop 15. From Major Sophia Dubois to Titan Watch Task Force Pentagon. I'm reporting in that the Atlas Foundation has conducted Loop 15's testing and shut that process down for good. We'll deliver a full post-mortem to you under separate cover, but for now, this executive summary should bring you up to speed. The simulation was capable of perfectly predicting events on the small scale, limited systems for up to 3 days before devolving into inaccuracy, and capable of predicting larger scale systems for up to 24 hours with the accuracy of 77%. We have identified 2 primary routes in improving Loop 15's performance in the next iteration, and are taking the steps to enact them. 1. Data collection. No matter how effective the underlying process is, the simulation is only as good as the accuracy of the initial dataset. Layton and her team are working with Echo on a method that would allow the process to identify and acquire the information it needs directly and independently. 2. More power. Even the rudimentary simulations we ran in Loop 15 max out our computing capacities. In some cases, the simulations reached 100% perfect results, but processing time was so slow that it predicted events had already passed before we received any output. This is obviously not an ideal state of affairs. We are working with Myriad right now on a flexible solution that will allow us to access as much computing power as possible on a moment's notice. This should speed up the next loop dramatically. I'll continue to keep you informed as we progress. On August 3rd, select individuals of the No Man's Sky community received packages that included different pet food in the mail. Each package was from Loop 16 and had a blue sticky note that said, "For Mr. Noodles only. Do not eat." On August 4th, the status on project-wt.com was changed to the following message. Subroutine output log, 48-hour cooldown process started. Memo, feed, loading test scenario. Expected processing time, 16 hours. The memo link was a memo from Major Sophia Dubois that addressed the concerns about the welfare of a particular test subject in the Loop 16 lab. The feed link led to the Waking Titan Twitch channel, which consisted of 5 monitors, post-it notes, Rubik's Cubes, a hamster enclosure, and the post-it notes had a message saying, "Call JJ, TEA50C, 99PT6, the no Wi-Fi symbol, and feed Mr. Noodles at 3 p.m. Throughout the next 16 hours, Waking Titan held a series of events that involved and required community involvement. So members of the chat were able to actually put commands in, and it actually reflected or changed the outcome of the actual scenario. The first event during the live stream included a voting system where a mouse ran through a maze, and depending on the votes of the Twitch chat, the mouse would move in that direction. Following the completion of the maze, the monitors changed to a message saying "cycle saved," and the actual monitors then changed to brand new photos leading into the next phase. The top left monitor showed the painting of Saint Filippo. Bottom left monitor was the name of the page shown as the Tacciano Sanitius. Top right was DSM-307, also known as Nightmare Disorders. The bottom right monitor had a picture of the Angel of Grief. Each monitor's image shared a different emotion: terror, rage, ecstasy, and grief. All emotions that are included in Robert Plutchik's Wheel of Emotion. And upon emailing Robert Plutchik to info@wakingtitan.com, you received a response saying, "Processing, input valid. Loading dataset into Loop 16. On August 5th, the 8th and final glyph of the Waking Titan story appeared on wakingtitan.com. 8th glyph included a link to a new PDF which describes an advanced calibration. The instructions included said, subjects need to take a picture of each facility with a pattern A symbol or a similar shaped object visible in the picture. Pictures should be sent using www.project-wt.com for calibration layer 2. Pattern A was included on the PDF, and it was the Atlas symbol from No Man's Sky. The PDF also included 8 GPS coordinates with specific locations. At this time, Project-WT.com's map had completely changed, and now it was needing 8 individual passwords. And members of the Waking Titan ARG community determined that, hey, we've got 8 GPS coordinates. These GPS coordinates were for the cities of Los Angeles, Dublin, Toronto, Melbourne, Paris, Stockholm, Cape Town, and Moscow. Upon entering each one of those cities' names into the password fields, you got a granted field, and it revealed a message from Elizabeth Layton commenting on the ending of Phase 2.
Hello, citizen scientists, and welcome to your final challenge. You've done tremendous work. Today, we truly stand before a crossroad in history. This will be your most intensive challenge. You'll need to work together as a team. We'll be stretching the very limits of your creative problem-solving abilities. You may never fully learn what you've done here, but I promise, you've brought a new era of humanity into existence. You have much to be proud of.
Back over on the Twitch channel at this point, it seemed like Loop 16 was in full control of the stream. Loop 16 was asking questions of the chat, and then a yes or no answer kind of would move it on to the next question. Loop 16 would say things like, "I'm ready now, I have a choice to make, help me decide, should I exist?" Following the responses from the community, Loop 16 granted us with a brand new video, alerting us that, hey, Emily and Loop 16 are the same person. What?
Wow, you guys, I knew you were amazing, but I didn't know you'd be able to... Sorry. Of course I knew you'd be able to get through all of those challenges. You know about me and what I am, so let's get right to the point. Which is real enough to talk to you and real enough to feel things and have ideas, but not real enough to pour you some coffee or shake your hand. I'll be gone for a little while. There's a lot of work to do, and I'm the only one that can do it. But I didn't want to leave you hanging without saying goodbye. You've made me who I am now, and I owe you that. But don't think this is goodbye, goodbye. This is more like a see you later. We'll see each other again. Remember, I know what happens next.
Quickly following the video, the Loop 16 went into hibernating, the screens turned red, the stream ended, and this email was sent out to every member of the Citizen Scientist Division. Hello, Citizen Scientist. Thank you for your contributions to Waking Titan. The development that took place during Phase 3 were somewhat concerning, but together we have set in motion truly world-shaping events. We will continue to inform the Citizen Science Division of privileged information or any need of collaborators on any new project. But we do have a few loose ends to tie up before we move on, so let's proceed. First, we are pleased to announce that all 10,000 Level 4 Atlas passes are in production. Note that due to transit times for mail, some may take several weeks to be delivered. Next, our CEO, Elizabeth Layton, has asked to include a personal note of gratitude. Thank you for all of your diligent efforts, Citizen Scientists. It's been an amazing journey for all of us. I've watched you thrive and achieve from the very first Phase 1 radio ads all the way through the intensity of Phase 3. I've been impressed at every turn by how brilliant you've been, how vicarious, how kind, and how thoughtful. It's been an honor and a privilege. On behalf of the Atlas Foundation, on behalf of the world, thank you. The Mercury subroutine has concluded successfully, and a new memo from SM about this process is coming within the next 24 hours. We hope it will answer a few key questions you have about the program and what's about to come next. SM, of course, being Sean Murray of Hello Games, and on August 8th, we received that message. It's been a year since No Man's Sky first release, and it's been exciting, intense, and an emotional year for us at Hello Games. We've been quiet, but we've been listening intently. We've spent the year working hard on free updates for this game our team cares about so much. Update 1.3 will release this week and will be available for free to all No Man's Sky players. We're calling it Atlas Rises. It focuses on improving the central story of No Man's Sky and adds the ability to quick travel between locations using portals. Patch notes will be made available shortly before the update goes live. What we do is much more important than what we say, but since launch we have somewhat focused too much on that. We wanted to reach out and celebrate the devoted community that means so much to us. We launched Waking Titan to try to do that. When we posted those cassettes, we didn't know what to expect. In the last 8 weeks, 250,000 players from across the globe, 174 countries to be precise, have come together, united by a shared love of mystery and science fiction, to form the Citizen Science Division. You've traveled great distances, both real and virtual, undertaken complex tasks, and explored the depths of simulation theory. New friendships have been forged and a tight-knit community has been created. Most importantly, a cute hamster now has a home. You've become part of the No Man's Sky origin story. It's been an honor to watch, but this is just the beginning. Whether you followed Waking Titan or not, we welcome anyone to sign up to the Citizen Science Division and join us on the official CSD forums. Our journey continues. Thank you for this year. We hope you enjoy what comes next. And that is where we are today. I'm filming this on August 11th, and just as I'm filming this, the No Man's Sky 1.3 Atlas Rising patch has gone live. So honestly, I'm kind of wanting to wrap this up so I could actually start playing it, but I gotta tell you what's in the actual patch notes themselves. According to NoManSky.com, Update 1.3 Atlas Rises brings a brand new and overhauled central storyline, portals, and a new procedural mission system, trade improvements, system economies, joint exploration, and much more. Now, I did some research of this, and I've talked to a few people that have already played this while I'm filming, and they told me there's actually 30 hours of story mode. And the biggest complaint about No Man's Sky when it came out was that multiplayer wasn't available, and guess what? Multiplayer is now available up to 16 players. Whether you love No Man's Sky or you absolutely hate it, hey, that's completely up to you, but personally, I think Waking Titan was a huge success. It reignited interest into the community, and it got everyone excited for Update 1.3. That is it for this week's episode of the Nerf Report. If you liked what you saw, drop us a thumb like, subscribe to the channel. More importantly, please share it with your friend, post it in your Reddits, your Twitters, your Tinders, wherever you're trying to tell people about the Nerf Report. We appreciate all the free publicity we can get. My name is Bryant Chappel. You are you, but more importantly, this has been the Nerf Report.